Parashat Beshalach, Shabbat Shira. The Zohar begins with the story of Elisha coming to Shunam, and there is a great woman that invited Elisha to stay at their house, and she has a great hospitality, and Elisha gives her a blessing to have a child, and she's asking him to include everyone, not just her. בתוך עמי אני יושבת. Endless sharing that this woman had. The child is born a year later. He grows up and he dies. And she right away runs to call Elisha, the prophet. He comes, he revives the child, and the child grows up and he becomes a Chavakuk, a Navi, the Zohar reveals. So this story is strongly connected to Parashat Beshalach. That's why the Zohar brings it in the beginning of the Zohar. And of course, Elisha Shunamit is teaching us the power of sharing and certainty. Endless hospitality, care for others. That's why she wants to include others in her blessing, not just her. And certainty that when she left her house to call Elisha, her husband asked her, "Where are you going?" And she said, "I'm just going, shalom." She didn't want to tell him, not to create an opening for any doubts that might come from her husband, and this way to interfere in the work of Elisha, the power of Elisha. And Elisha comes and he hugs the child and he revives him. How did he revive him? The Zohar explains that when a person dies, the 72 names of God lives with the soul. And what Elisha did, he brought back the 72 names of God. What are the 72 names of God that are in this week's parasha, in the 3 verses, Vayisa, Vayavo, Vayet, 72 letters, together 72 names of God. It's actually the language of the soul. It's the combinations of letters that are within the person. It's part of the person as long as the soul is in the body. So Elisha brought back the 72 names of God into the child, and that's how he revived. Now Elisha hugged him, the Zohar says, and he actually injected also the male aspect. What is the male aspect? The aspect of sharing that the child didn't have before, because the blessing was for his mom. And so he was missing the male aspect, and that's why he died. And then his name became Chavakuk. Chavakuk means 2 hugs, 2 chibukim. Chavakuk Hanavi, the prophet. So it's to show us again the element of certainty and sharing. 2 aspects of sharing and certainty that are the ingredients for miracles beyond logic. That's why it's in Parashat Beshalach, the great miracle of the splitting of the Red Sea, that they did it with certainty, and of course the state of mind of sharing, of care, that they achieved because of Moses and Hashem, of course, that helped to elevate their consciousness, and the people that went inside with certainty. So, Bezrat Hashem, with the help of God, this Shabbat would be big miracles